Hello again, everyone. Hello, one and all, because this message is for one person. The one person is you. So this is the second time I'm recording a course on Thursday, September 12th. And again, I want to give a reminder that as of today, we have 2 astronauts up in space who are in a space module that is fully packed with everything they need to succeed, to continue to survive and thrive in space, continue their journey back to Earth. But they didn't sign up for this, so we have to say our prayers, keep them in our daily prayers, that they return safely to Earth. They thought they were going to be on a short mission, turned into a months-long mission in space. They're up there alone, and hopefully their space module is packed with everything they need to succeed. That is a big, big, big lesson that we're going to talk about today, because that's exactly what you need. You need a fully packed module to get you from where you are to where you want to go successfully. Now, this has also been true since the days of the wagon trains. When you needed a wagon, if you were going to join a wagon train, you were going to be a pioneer to go west, like we are out here in the San Francisco Bay Area. We're going to talk a little bit about how to do that with the president of the Lafayette Historical Society, Mary McCosker, and we're going to talk a little bit about the evolution of communication to space now, but how it started with the postal service sharing stories by post, then the Pony Express, the communication through wires, telegraph, then through air, radio. So anyway, it's been a long day. I've got a lot to cover, so I want to get started. My name is Mike Hayes. I'm a modern business news reporter about media, marketing, mentoring to people of all ages. So I want to share, I think this is the best course that I've produced for the Great Discovery yet. This is for people who want to share their story, tell their story, promote their business, get the word out, and get found, get seen, get heard, get understood about the value of your business by using value comparison storytelling for value perception creation. So people perceive who you are and the value of what you have to offer. Now, this is modern business news and stories. We call news new events with stories, because if you're putting on an event, we want to help you promote it, and we will even promote it for free. We would like to invite you to join us every day in the morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time when I mentor people live. I create my courses. I produce my courses daily, and I think this is the best course that I have produced yet. And I've been averaging roughly and working on averaging a course every single day. Now, my background is with NBC TV and radio networks in New York. This is a story about the coverage I did with NBC of the Olympics, where I focused on the best team participation in the world, including the Dream Team and the modern Olympics in basketball. This is an article about me in Sports Illustrated magazine about covering teams. I covered the best teams in the world at the height of their careers. And I worked with the best teams of broadcasters. I've worked with the best teams of business people. So I've been doing that since I was 22 years old, and the world has changed. I've seen it. I'm now on a team, the Great Discovery, where we want to help you make the great discovery of your life. And that great discovery is right inside of you. It's up here in your mind. It is here in your heart. It is in your spirit. And it is the way that you want to broadcast out your message to the world. So, especially in the era of AI. Now, in the era of AI and the free AISuperCampus that I put on, created and support every single day for free, this is where you can learn, when it is free, that you can now afford to think bigger and grow richer with AI. So that's kind of the mission. We want to make the wealth of America accessible to everyone. And you can do that with AI and online communication. So we can create a network. I call it the AI Super Network. And we are a connector of communities and cities. And I've been doing this for decades. So I was known as the network king in the direct response industry. Not that I knew everything, but I knew everybody that was ethical and important and could really get the job done. And I've been able to help. I've become rich because I was able to make my clients super rich and help them sell hundreds of millions of dollars worth of products and services. But to whom much is given, much is expected. So it's not about me. It's not about whatever I've done. And that's really in the past. So this is about the present and the future. And what can we do today together and bring America together? We got a lot of problems in America. Personally, I believe that AI is media and that AI is a gift from God. That's my personal belief. Now, whoever you think, we know we live in the universe. Everybody can agree on that, I hope. That's one thing I hope we can agree upon. We live in the universe, we have a sun, and we wouldn't exist on the planet Earth if we didn't have a sun. So there are certain known things, and whoever you believe is up there for the universe and your universe, meditation, whatever your belief is, I hope you at least believe in the Earth and the sun where we are on this planet. So what I wanted to do was help people to understand what is artificial intelligence. And when you compare one thing that you don't know about to another thing that you do know about, that is called value comparison. So I want to help you understand what is AI by comparing it to media and the various media evolutions and revolutions that we have gone through in society, but in particular right here in my hometown, Lafayette, because I believe in starting locally, starting first with the person, me, then in my environment and my town, my group, in fact, my family is mainly my group, and then the city and how we expand out like that. So what I want to do, I want to share the story about what is in this course, because this is what I call a 360 super course. It's 360 because it covers holistically everything that we need to succeed to get you to where you want to go safely, like a fully packed wagon on a wagon train. Now, somebody had to be a guide to tell people what you should pack your wagon train with. Your wagon. They would be foolish if they didn't listen to a guide to tell them what they really need in that wagon train. They could put anything in there, but they had guides that would tell them, you're going to need this, you're going to need that, and really help them to understand what they're going to need on their journey to get to where they want to go safely and to be able to survive and thrive by doing it in the best way that they possibly could. So that's what this course is all about. It has everything you need in every one of my courses. If they don't already have everything that you need to succeed, that is my mission. So when I create these courses every morning, I record them. I first meditate every morning about what I really want to communicate with the world to help people understand media marketing, education, and AI in the modern business world, especially business people. And I always focus on working with the best in the world. I actually work with the world's foremost business strategist, and my next door neighbor and friend are heading off to Oxford University for networking, fun, and research. We're going on a trade mission to network with the people who were very instrumental in turning Espoo, Finland into the most sustainable city in the world. And we want to go over, because all cities have challenges. We see store closings in our community, neighboring communities, San Francisco, and we see some really bad things happening in society because of that and all of the big problems that we have. That's why I believe that AI is a gift from God if we use it properly to solve our big problems and even bring us back together by putting together the darkness and fear that many people are experiencing, so we can show hope and light and the future and the opportunities that exist for small businesses in the modern age of AI. So right here, you're going to find a really wonderful interview that I did with Mary McCosker. She was so great. I went over and visited the Lafayette Historical Society. I just want to tell you about the interview so you can watch it at your own time. I went over and I visited. My mind was absolutely blown of the amount of knowledge and information they had. My little town is small, but it's deep. It has a rich history of having a lot of things, and the media through the ages and the evolution of communication of all forms, magazines, newspapers. Today in Lafayette, we have Greet Lafayette. We have patch media, which is a new form of news delivery. And as our U.S. Congressman says, it's really important to support our local media, our local news, in order to protect our democracy. So basically, I just wanted to give you a tour of today's course. And this is fun for me. And I'll tell you why. I did something kind of inside out and topsy-turvy a little bit, the way I created the course. So here is a video about how I created this very course. So I created the video about creating a course. This is the course. Now I'm going to review the course with you. And I put the video about how I created the following course, this one right here, how I created this course with this system, which is outlined on this video that teaches you how I am creating on average, and my goal is to create a course a day for the Great Discovery. And like I say, the Great Discovery is a team, and that is inside of you. So these are videos at the very top of this course, which you will find on the AISuperCampus. And all you have to do is click the links right below this video. If you're seeing it on YouTube or wherever you're seeing it, always click the links below. The reason being is I believe in the simplicity of things, okay? Getting things down to the basic, simplest way that you can do things, the shortest path to short-term cash flow in the least amount of time with the least risk, starting from zero. Okay, even if you don't have an idea, if you are a beginner or even a self-described miserable failure, you are welcome here. If you are restarting, if you are retired and starting a new career, wherever you are, there's a place for you. You don't have a clue, you don't have an idea. Okay, well, I'm going to use the value comparison of a high-rise, a virtual high-rise, all the way up to a virtual penthouse. And that's really where I want everybody to be able to see, get their vision together, and at least see how to get there. Now, you want to go with a guide who's been there, done that. Okay, so I have been there. I've been to the top of the penthouse. I've looked out over the view. I look out over Mount Diablo. We're just north of Silicon Valley and around amazing people and surrounded by great universities, Stanford, Cal, and we have access to Oxford University by going over there to visit. But this is the course overview, and this is designed to empower individuals and businesses alike to navigate the exciting and transformative landscape of artificial intelligence. So here we aim to bridge the gap between traditional practice and the cutting edge technologies that define the modern age of AI. Our comprehensive approach encompasses personal development. It all starts here. Business transformation, modernizing your business, updating your business. Even if you are a storefront or a local theater that's not getting enough traffic and traffic is buzzing by down the street because they don't know what's going on in there. It's really your obligation to educate people. It is your obligation to educate people, your responsibility, okay? So that's really up to you. I can provide practical guidance of leveraging AI techniques that I've learned and used to achieve strategic objectives that I have used for decades, and they work. So we believe that understanding AI is not about technical knowledge, it's about recognizing its profound impact on society that it is already having and will continue to have to reshape our lives in multiple ways. Because like media is about all parts of life, so is AI. It's not just about business. So throughout this course, you'll gain insights into how AI is revolutionizing industries, fostering innovation, and addressing global changes. We're going to deliver into ethical considerations surrounding AI and explore potential to enhance your well-being and contribute to a more sustainable future. One that we're going over to learn about the research and the work done in Espoo, Finland. What we really want to do is ask them how we can export that strategy from one country into another country with a different culture, a different media, and different ways of thinking and different ways of acting, and in a new age, the age of AI. So it is a big job, but we've tackled it with a very simple solution. And the simple solution is what I call podcast listening. What that means is just simply getting the right people to listen to the right podcast. So if you're listening to podcasts that aren't doing you any good, you're listening to the wrong podcast. So What we want to do is we want to help you listen to the right podcast. Just get it into your ears, put a podcast in your ear, go for a walk. Don't sit on another long, boring Zoom meeting any more than you have to. Right now, I got to tell you, I'm on my recumbent bike. I have my bike in my studio, and at this second, I am pedaling the bike. So I don't just sit here in a studio or on Zoom rooms. I use my time and I really focus it as well as I possibly can to make the most of every day. My recording sessions are when I'm recording courses, but you know what? I also hold office hours because I look at your visiting me in my recording sessions as a gift from the universe, that you come in to my studio to watch me record so that I can work with you and help you and listen to you and make you part of my recording sessions every day, to tell your story, to challenge me about AI, to learn more about what you want to learn. So by helping you solve your problems, I'm actually helping a whole bunch of people solve their problems. So I want to learn more about how I can help you where you are. I don't care if you are a wizard, absolute genius coach at something. There's always something that we all need to learn. I am both a student and a teacher, a student of AI, because I'm learning from AI. Every day I ask AI for help. Every morning first thing I do is go to AI and ask for the help that I need for that day. Of course, I edit it and I use it as stuff. Think of AI, to be safe, like it is a genius just out of college. MIT, Oxford, Stanford, Cal, and it's really, really highly educated, really smart, but it's young, okay? And so you have maybe years of experience in your business. You're not going to listen to everything it says, but you're going to listen, with cross age group mentoring and networking to different people, different generations. So this course is tailored to individuals, all levels of technical expertise. Whether you have no prior knowledge of AI, you're seeking to deepen their understanding, advance their careers. So we provide a supportive learning environment. I don't expect perfection from myself or anybody else. I work fast. I was trained to work at the speed of TV news when I was with NBC TV and radio networks, okay? So I like to do participation, collaboration, and personalized feedback. So module number 1 is the fundamentals of AI and its impact. Now, again, this is a great visual for you, okay, about a high rise. I love value comparison. So I liken this to a high-rise building. And notice it has access at the ground level. So anybody can walk into the first floor of that high-rise. Maybe they're in Times Square or they're somewhere else. They can just walk right in. Well, that's how I visualize this virtual high-rise, that you could just walk in at any time, wherever you are, even if you're a beginner or, like I say, even a self-described miserable failure who was a friend of mine. He came to me, he was struggling, and I wasn't working with him, but we started to work together very soon, and I took him from self-described miserable failure to extreme success, and I have wonderful testimonials from him and many other people about that. And I say that not to brag, but to build your confidence that you're with the right guy before you get into a wagon train and start to head off. You want to be pretty darn sure that you're working with somebody who knows what they're doing. Before you get into a space module and head off into space, you want to be pretty darn sure that you're working with somebody who knows what they're doing. Am I right? So that's why I say that I do have this experience, and I want to help you to understand AI as a transformative force. And I love that AI is the one that came up with the wording here, okay? And I love that it came up with force, because I was a movie reviewer for CNN, and I learned a lot about storytelling, and I've always worked with the best storytellers in the world from movies. I've interviewed George Lucas and the creator of Star Wars. And what's so cool about this slide is that I always say to people, look, you are the star of your life story, not me, okay? I'm just a guide. You are Princess Leia or Luke Skywalker starring in your life's role. But what you need is a guide that has, things that you could really use on your journey. And, like the Jedi Knights, I'm a member of the Great Discovery Network. Now, the great discovery is to discover what's inside of you, but it's also based on 6 Sigma. Okay. If you don't know what Six Sigma is, I recommend that you search it and you look it up. It's being used as a new way of thinking by the Navy SEALs. My neighbor who's going to Oxford with me became a black belt in Six Sigma. He's not a guy who wastes his time. He's a really, really smart guy. In fact, he was valedictorian at Oxford of his particular program. So he saw in Six Sigma the value of getting a black belt in it. Okay. So this is significant. Now, we are working on it's called the Great Discovery. It's the fourth generation for people. Another way of thinking up here and in here to change your life. And the platform where I am hosting my courses, and you'll find on AISuperCampus, is called The Great Discovery. So I have been hosting my courses on the AISuperCampus. I am hosting news stories on the AISuperCampus and modern business news on the AISuperCampus. I'm going to do that, host new courses for probably about a month, and then move them over to a better platform for hosting courses called The Great Discovery. But I also look at the AISuperCampus as prerequisites, because that's for people who are course creators, okay? Well, I can teach you how to create courses. I mean, I'm creating, let's say I'm averaging a course a day, and there'll be days I don't feel like doing it, and I just won't do it. But if I can create a course a day like this is a pretty good course. Then you can learn to create courses too. So that's what I can do right here. So the arrival of AI, all of its implications in society. I'm trying to keep this short. So remember, I'm going to go through it quickly, but you can read it. You can put your finger on the pause button. When you watch the video back, you're in control of this content. So even though I go through fast, you might say, Mike, you're going too fast. I am going too fast. I get that. But you're in control. When you get the video, put your finger on the pause button. Think. So pause it and think, wow, what is he saying? Is that appropriate for me? Does that, let it sink in, okay? So the automation and job displacement are causing, debates about the impact on the workforce. While AI automates tasks, it also creates new opportunities. So we're going to see a shift in job roles. Some roles will be automated, others will be emerging that require AI expertise. Ethical consideration, job number one, we have to keep AI safe and ethical. That's why I say never do anything with AI that you wouldn't do in the light of God, knowing that you're going to head off to the eternal life at some point. And it probably is not too far away for many people. Social impact and inequality. Isn't it unfair that you don't have access to all of the great things that all of the platforms creators have? They create platforms to benefit us, to be able to make it easier for us to share our stories. But they've been so successful that they're pretty crowded. And it's hard to really stand out on these wonderful platforms that offer some great opportunities. But it's up to us and our individual creativity to find ways to really stand out. And I've got some really great ones to blend and fit in and conform to the needs of these big platforms, but still carving out space for you and your individuality and your story so that you stand up above the crowd, above the herd. You don't have to be totally above them, just a head above so people can see you. That's really enough. So you just got to have a way to stand out. And what we want to do is help people to have more access to solve the problem of inequality of access to wealth. And we're working on doing that right here. We've got a really great strategy, totally doable. It's just a matter of doing the work to make it all happen. We want to connect access to the top 100 wealthiest communities in America. I know them. I know how they operate. I live in one. My town is the 14th wealthiest community in America, and I get it. We're around super competent professional people, like the interview that you see at the top of this course with Mary McCosker. Super smart, super competent, capable people. They tend to go, when they rise up in society, they tend to go toward where their family can be more comfortable in maybe wealthy, safer communities. So it all kind of comes together, and that's what I'm trying to do here, is share this course with you, because AI is also great at solving global challenges, global warming, building sustainable cities in Espoo, Finland, and in Lafayette, and using Lafayette as a model. Now, I have a model in my mind that I believe is replicatable and that I can create the virtual version of everything that I want to see in Lafayette, California. I can build it online so people can see it, and then it begins to vibrate and resonate out, so that the community understands it on their own pace, can embrace it, can learn from it, can give me feedback, and I can support all of the stakeholders in my town, stakeholders in AI, stakeholders in all of the great platforms of the world, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever people are sharing their stories and want to connect with other people. So module number 2 is about personal development. I was really shocked, pleasantly. I have been a longtime partner with Grow with Google AI partner, and they are now doing something really profound. One of my friends from Oxford, I call them Oxford Insiders, is teaching about the future of remote work. Okay, well, one of the things that Google has embraced with Grow with Google is the power of meditation. There are people that are unhappy. There are people that are miserable. There are people committing suicide. It's tragic. So this has been recognized by Grow with Google, and one of the things that they are teaching is meditation, how to do it, how to be happier working at home so that you don't get depressed or not do a good job at work or get isolated from your friends. So these are things that are really, really, really vitally important. Like I say, it's what's inside here, what's inside here. That's what's really, really important. And we want to do a 360 super courses, so it covers all aspects of life. And the partners that I'm working with are really focused on those kind of things. So meditation, self-reflection, technology, guided meditation apps, journaling apps, mindful training apps, AI-powered coaches. So we want to help the people, and I love helping coaches. I don't care what you coach. I want to be able to help you talk about your events, talk about what you have to offer, because I'm about team, and that is teaching and technology, education about artificial intelligence and media marketing, monetization, all of the M's, okay? So talking about the modern workplace undergoing a profound transformation due to the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence. It's coming, folks, and it is already here, but it is like a rising tide. And a lot of people who have experience in media and marketing can already spot it, but some people are slower to see it. But maybe you own a house on the waterfront and the water's getting closer and closer to you. That's kind of like AI. It's here. It's advancing already, if you like it or not, and I'm just telling you the truth about that. So it is something that you don't have to believe in, it's just here. So we want to embrace this continuous learning mode, constant never-ending improvement, develop AI relevant skills so that you don't get left behind in the past, stay informed about latest AI developments. That's what I do here with Modern Business News. I want to keep you informed about the changes. Now, I've been covering sports at the Olympics and at all the major sporting events literally for decades. So what I do is, as a coach, I call AI audibles. That's when I see something new happening in AI. So when I see that, like a coach calls an audible, I developed AI audibles to go, hey, something new has happened. That's why you want to stay relevant with the AISuperCampus. And sometimes the quarterback calls the coach. Sometimes you'll be the coach of a team and you'll call the coach, but you'll call the audible, but you've got to know what audible you want to call. So I look at this as kind of a chalk talk. So one of the things that I do is I do AI audibles and AI chalk talks, helping you to leverage AI for personal growth. And I can go into story after story after story. For me, in my heart, the most satisfying, fulfilling things, I love helping businesses. I'm a businessman, but I love helping individuals, especially those who are really struggling. I want to get AI into the minds and hearts of every homeless person reachable, and I think that is doable in homeless shelters, of teaching the homeless shelter operators how to give their clients access to AI while they're in the homeless shelter through the AISuperCampus, through different platforms. So everything is doable. All the biggest problems in the world are, I believe, are solvable over time, even cancer, etc., with the recognition that we need to think bigger and grow richer in our lives, like the original Think and Grow Rich. This is an expansion of it with business transformation models with AI. So we want to transform our business, and here are the additional courses that you can unpack from this super course to guide you to where you want to go with what you learn in this course. So like I say, we have astronauts up in space right now with a fully packed space module. Well, this course is designed to be fully packed with everything that you need to get you to where you want to go. So I want to share with you, because I want you to have a belief in your coach, and I hope that is me. So I provide 8 world-class testimonials about results. This is not about talk. This is not about, hey, Mike's a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. But this is about Mike did this for me, and we accomplished this. And these are household names like Fiverr.com and Meetup and things like that, and world-class testimonials from leaders and broadcasters and things that I've really helped them to accomplish. And that's really what I want to share with you. So this has been the course that I have created today, and I will be uploading this course to the Great Discovery. And if you go to AISuperCampus, you can reach it in the link right below this video if you are watching it on YouTube, and you can click on that. Go there. You can join me live, meet with me one-to-one, tell me your story, promote your event. Tell me what your event is. Don't forget that modern business news teams, what it means. News for us means new events with stories. So if you're putting on an event, a networking event, you're launching a YouTube channel, that's an event. An event is anything that is happening that is important. And so you go search what the definition of event is. It's important to understand. It's not just an in-person gathering. It can be it could be birth of a child is an event. Okay, so that's what we focus on. Is what is your event? Okay, we want to help you to talk about it, to explain it, to amplify it, and to invite other people to it. But we can't help you if you don't communicate with us. So help us help you. At the top of the AISuperCampus is a form. You can just fill in, tell me you want updates, AI audibles, AI chalk talks, be kept up to news on modern business news, stories, and story sharing daily. That's what I call it. So I put on, at 8 o'clock, I recorded a story. I then downloaded the transcript of the story that I told. I took that transcript and I copied and pasted it into my AI network of bots, which I programmed with all the interviews I've done with the most successful people in many, many parts of business and life. And I got output. I copied and pasted that into my favorite course creator, what I call a modern media miracle, and I demonstrate that so you can see that right before your eyes. I know talk is cheap, but when you see the wow factor right here in front of you, I think you will become an instant believer. I know I have become a believer in AI. I understand both sides of it. So I want to cover both sides of it. And who better to cover it than good actors who care about being ethical and honest and reporting it to our Congress people to legislate and regulate AI as it should be. So that's the story of today. I've still got work to do. I still have to upload this course to the Great Discovery. But I want to thank you for joining me. I really believe this course is one of the best courses that I've produced in one day. I'm really, really happy. I got to tell my story this morning. Then I got to interview Mary McCosker about the evolution of communication and to help you to understand we're just in another evolution of media. That's really what this is all about. That will help you to understand it. And Mary understands that and helped me to verify and tell the story. And That's what I do. I was trained as a two-time Peabody. I wasn't trained as a two-time Peabody Award winner, but I won two Peabody Awards. I was trained at NBC as a documentarian and to do research. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. This is not just made up stuff in my head. This is go out and doing the hard work and doing the research, which I love. I'm a student, so I love learning from Mary and learning more about the history of my hometown, which I love, Lafayette, California. So anyway, that's kind of a little bit about the story, and then I went ahead and created a course. So if you're thinking of writing a book, telling a story, need more business, want more traffic into your business, want to get the word out there, want to elevate your business to whatever level in the high rise you want to take it. First floor, sixth floor, like I worked at on NBC in New York, or all the way up to the penthouse. And we want to help you to get there. So thanks for joining me. I'm Mike Hayes.